Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Right, let's make a start. I'm going to explain about the information system or information technology role in business reengineering, business reengineering team structures, a closer look at core group roles, and project team operational techniques. Let's start with the IS or IT role in business re-engineering. Information system groups are also called the information technology groups. This information technology, the IT, works as a soul of BPR. It is very important, it is very crucial to BPR. It is part of the BPR. So this IT helps the process of re-engineering in different ways, like computerization of manual systems, expanding specific location market to a virtual market, and an effective and efficient alteration in the processes of the businesses. So IT promotes changes in organizations, mainly changes in the nature of the work, the integration of business functions, and the transformations of competitive forces. It can help make the changes promoted by reengineering, and it can be considered as an enabler or the catalyst of BPR. So change must come from within the organization. It cannot be imposed from the outside. It should come from the inside of the organization. That is why IS or IT people must perform these three roles in business reengineering projects. What are the roles? The first role is the awareness builder and educator. Second is project partner, and third role is project team member. Let's take a look at the first role, awareness builder and educator. IS or IT groups can play a significant role in raising business people's awareness of potential applications within a particular business environment, as they understand the advantages, the disadvantages, the benefits, the drawbacks, the limitations, constraints, and implementation issues of various technology. So you can become the awareness builder, you can become the awareness educator. All right. Second role is you can become a project partner. The IS or IT person can be a core project operation manager who direct and manage the technological side of the project, as he or she is the expertise in the area, and at the same time can relieve some burden of the other core project operation manager that can focus on other sides of the project. So this IS or IT person can ensure that the technology and business needs are properly integrated and balanced. And the last role in business reengineering project is project team member. All right. So project team member is one of the important role in business reengineering project. Without this IS or IT on the team, the project will struggle in updating their knowledge, their skills in technology. So with these IS or IT team members, they will help the team to provide direct knowledge and skills about current and potential automation capabilities and the existing systems environment that must be converted to new technologies. Let us move on to business reengineering team structures. The team structure must be flexible enough to accommodate required changes in membership and the size throughout the life of the project, from analyzing and designing business process redesign to the transformation and implementation until the continuous process improvement stage that needs the team to keep on changing and expanding. Therefore, it is recommended that business reengineering project team structure should consist of the 6 members that I will highlight next. The advantages of this team structure is that it puts the ownership or the accountability for the project in the hands of those who will live with results, who have the commitment, the persistence, right? Other than that, since it will involve as many people as possible, it will increase the knowledge and buy-in or the participation, the involvement of the team members. And lastly, it will boost energy and focus to keep the project from shattering, from failing during the implementation. The 6 team members are business executive sponsors, project director, core coordination and support team members, project champion team members, advisory team members, and implementation SWOT groups. Who are these business executive sponsors? Usually, they have the title of vice president or executive vice president. Usually, they are the senior members of the project board and often the chair. So this project sponsor will be a senior executive in a corporation who is responsible to the business for the success of the project. They may be the individual. The individual may be the executive sponsor or the small group of executives. Often it is the executive sponsors budget the funds for the re-engineering project. At the beginning of the project, usually they will create vision, develop re-engineering design, and plan the implementation execution. And during the implementation, these business executive sponsors, they will form a sponsor team and becomes more action-centered. So for the detailed explanation of the responsibilities of these business executive sponsors, you may refer to page 78 to 79 in the textbook. What are their responsibilities during the initial and implementation project phases. Turning to the second team member, that is project director. Who is this project director? He or she is accountable for the success of the project. Hence, must be an employee of the organization, not a consultant from the outside. So project directors have overall responsibility for the successful conclusion of projects. They oversee project managers who coordinate teams to ensure that work is completed on time and within budget to a high standard. The team will report directly to him or her, but he or she has little or no direct influence over most of the people involved in the project. And this role requires an experienced and skillful leader. Next team member is core coordination and support team members. This core group normally contains 3 to 7 people who run the project. This group are usually selected by project director. They provide coordination and support to the champion decision makers. Among the roles of this core group are project operation manager, business specialist, IS or IT specialist, project facilitator, financial specialist, and administrative specialist, and normally are assigned to the project full-time. So these roles will be discussed next. They are the one, these core coordination and support team members are the one who frame the project, builds the original business case, obtains funding for the re-engineering design, and implementation planning work. For the detail of tasks of this core group, you may refer to textbook page 81. The fourth team member is project champion team members. They are the decision-making team members that may consist of 3 to 20 members. So each member represents a different business unit and consists of middle managers who have the expertise on business processes, scope, issues, problems at organizational operational levels. They are formally appointed to the project team by the executive sponsor, just like the project director, and they are being appointed by their management too. So they are partners with the core group team in order to achieve the success of the project. They rely on the core group for support, focus and direction, but have the power to reject core group proposals. So they have that power. Right. To know more about the role of the project champion, you may refer to textbook page 82. Moreover, we have the advisory team members. This team is ad hoc basis. Their participation is part-time and they are not accountable for the project unless they receive a specific task assignment. Usually they consist of from none to 10 members. They are invited to participate in meetings, in workshop sessions, to validate ideas, to provide additional perspectives, or to offer additional input. So during implementation, they can become full-time implementation SWOT group and accountable for the project success. They are responsible for oversight of project implementation and have the authority to hire and manage a project director, as well as to fire them. All right, so they are very powerful. Advisory committee members may not manage daily activities, but their role is similar to a board in many respects, and they are contractually obligated to fill this role. The advisory team members. Finally, we have the implementation SWOT groups as the team member. So this SWOT team concept is taken from the police response teams that deal with emergency situations. These teams are called SWAT, Special Weapons and Tactics, hence SWAT. Alright, so it is specialized group during implementation of the project to produce common project products and then be installed across the total organization. They are reporting to the core group or to the appropriate project champion. Core group or champion team members also may be the SWOT group members. The size may vary depending on the scope, depending on the complexity of the work. So the most important is members of the SWOT group must possess well-developed technical skills to act quickly and effectively because of the emergency situation. You may refer to page 83 for the task of these SWOT groups. Now I would like to take a closer look at the 6 core group roles, the third team members in business reengineering team structures that we have discussed earlier. The 6 core group roles are project operation manager, project facilitator, business specialist, IS or IT specialist, financial specialist, and knowledge coordinator. Who is this project operation manager? He or she is responsible for day-to-day project management and must possess excellent management and follow-up skills. His or her job is to coordinate all project tasks and promotes good relationship and communications among team members. This includes managing the issue research and resolution process, removing obstacles, planning and managing the work of the implementation SWOT groups. The second core group role is project facilitator. This project facilitator should be an expert in leading groups to achieve their own objectives. A good facilitator will be a coach, a teacher, a parent, a friend, an advocate, a therapist, and a judge. He or she creates the process, create the structure and climate for project meetings and sessions. So this project facilitator should be well trained in facilitating group process, in facilitating team building, relationship buildings, techniques in conflict resolution, consensus creation, barrier reduction, as well as the emotional reactions, right? The techniques and methodology of business reengineering and many more. So project facilitator can be internal or external organization consultant, as the team will refer to them in many issues related to business reengineering. Turning to the third core group role, which is business specialist. A business specialist is often referred to as a business consultant. They are the expert in the area. He reviews the company's internal processes, procedures, policies, and provide recommendations for improvement. This business specialist generally has the expertise. They are the expert. They have the experience, the depth knowledge of the processes and people affected. He or she is not a decision-making champion, but very theoretical and idealistic. They can be one or more line or field persons, not necessarily at managerial rank. Not necessarily they have that power. All right, the role is to raise and address business issues, working with champions on business policies and practices, on education and training and communication. In addition, we have the IS or IT specialists. They are the technical professional that are responsible for planning, designing, implementation, monitoring, and maintaining the IT systems. He or she is the expert on the systems, the technologies, and the communication network. They must work hand in hand with the external vendors and an internal IS or IT groups about the technological options and issues. Furthermore, we have the financial specialist. They are responsible for performing a variety of finance and budgeting functions. The transactions, including but not limited to preparing, processing, analyzing, interpreting, reconciling, maintaining, and verifying the correctness of a variety of finance and budgeting data. Records and reports related to accounts payable, accounts receivable, the member billing, collection budgeting, financial reporting activities, and finding money to fund the activities. He or she not necessarily need to commit full time. However, if major changes needed, these financial specialists may take on design and implementation accountabilities. Finally, we have the knowledge coordinator. What is the role of this knowledge coordinator? It is to ensure the project runs smoothly and to maintain the project information. All project outcomes must be created and maintained. That's why he or she might use the sophisticated technology to produce these outcomes, this information. Alright, in addition to organizing, tracking, maintaining project history files, the presentations, the distribution list, meeting and session logistics, correspondence, workshops, and project equipment and materials. Finally, in order to succeed, the BR project team must meet these 5 critical success factors or the operational techniques. First is commitment, second is communication, third is training, fourth is support, and fifth is information. Commitment. Okay, the project executive sponsors must empower the team to do its work. The team must be willing to take risks and share information among themselves. They have to commit persistent and give their full commitment to the project. Communication. The team members need to make known their needs. Be honest in confronting issues at risk. Educate others about project pros and cons, and most importantly, must show the behavior they wish the rest of the organization to adopt. Okay. Third is training. The team members must be well trained through on-the-job, off-the-job training, formal and informal education, so that they will have that knowledge, skills, ability to teach other. All right, to direct others to the right path. Fourth, support is the critical success factor. The team must be supported by its management structure to operate in self-managing environment. And last is information. As the critical success factor, the team must have the authority to access information without going up the hierarchy each time to get the permission. And we have more characteristics of this, the critical success factor. You should have the healthy interpersonal relationship, willing to change long-held attitude and beliefs, willing to change the comfort zone that we have earlier, share knowledge and expertise, no hoarding of knowledge, coordinate efforts to reduce duplication and overlaps, communicate inter-department, inter-unit, create environment that rewards collaboration and values relationship through recognition, monetary, non-monetary rewards, right? Develop performance strategies that encourage teamwork, maybe through team building and etc. etc. Okay, so that's about this chapter. Okay, effective teams.